Hi, this is Peter That's Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing your daily tarot reading here for the 23rd of January 2021. So it's like things are a little bit up and down for you at the moment today and moving forward a little bit, but it's not as up and down as you perhaps think it is. In other words, things aren't as bad. But you do need to clear your thoughts. So here you are feeling a little bit up and down with things. You're trying to balance life out and you're waiting for things to happen, okay? And you are sort of worrying about things playing on your mind. So we all have those moments, and it's like we just got to find a way of dealing with it. And the way to look at it is maybe what's right for somebody else to deal with their things, or problems or issues, doesn't necessarily mean that's right for you. So you've got to find your own plan, what's sort of tailor-made for you, so to speak. And that could come through a bit of guidance from a reading, because that, is individually for you, whereas this is sort of generalized. Or it could be, you just sit there and you find your own solution. And you can find your own solution. Sometimes, it's just there right in front of us. And sometimes we don't see as far as the trees, as the old saying goes. So we just need to be a little bit more positive about things, because look, here's victory. It's saying, look, we can sort of problems out. We can put things in order and we can put things right. Whether we do it on our own and find the path forward, whether we go get a bit of spiritual guidance, or whether we do some research, or we sit there and contemplate things until we find the answer. And sometimes finding those answers, even after we've had a bit of guidance, sometimes it's instant, sometimes it's a few days, sometimes it's a few weeks, sometimes it takes some of us a lot longer. But eventually, we'll make those right choices. It's just sometimes it's like there's a breaking point or a turning point, something that pushes to finally do what we should be doing. Sort of like being in that dead-end job, day in and day out for weeks, months, years, because we daren't let go of it. And all of a sudden, there's a breaking point that just says to you, Joe, I'm sick of this crap. That's it. I'm off. And something pushes you. There's always a moment. Sometimes you think it's just you being pushed to the edge, or maybe it's just your spiritual path that says, right now isn't the time, but tomorrow is. But which tomorrow? The next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, the next decade? We all have times in our lives when something is going to happen, and it isn't always as quick as we want it to. And we just have to deal with it. It's like something always stops us, something always blocks us. But sometimes there's a reason, and we don't see that reason. And we just have to let things unfold. Maybe it's just not right. A bit like me at the moment wanting to move house. And I've looked at it and there kind of enough money there to move the pieces about. But then I keep worrying about the payment at the end of the month. And it's like, oh shit. And it scares me. So maybe it isn't the right time yet for me. And maybe something else has got to happen that I just don't see yet. But just sitting there patiently, in a couple of years, the jigsaws will come together. And one of those little pieces for me, I know, if I can be patient, will be my credit rating. I don't mind telling you, I've got shit credit rating. But because of what I've been through. But this is why I'm here, because I've been through things and I can relate, I can understand. So we all have to be patient. We all want things now, but we can't always have it now. So it's like even me, I'm still waiting, to get where I need to be. And I'm sure you are. But eventually we will all get where we need to be. We just got to be that little bit patient. And eventually, as the old saying goes, those that are patient, all good things come to us in the end. I think I'll be in my 70s when I get there. So, but we will. So we just got to have a little bit of faith. bit of faith and a bit of strength. We just got to try not to get pulled in different directions. So in other words, sometimes when we get pulled in different directions, like, got to do this, got to do that, and we just need to deal with things. But sometimes, like I say, it isn't easy to deal with things when we are a warrior. We're only human. You know, we have emotions, we have intelligence, and it's how we train our mind to deal with things. And, you know, I've got things going on in my own life, but I learn to switch off from them. Everybody thinks I'm in a great place and wonderful, but trust me, I'm not. I just learn to train my mind to just block it out, because if I were to let it get to me, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So you have to learn to switch off. You have to learn to fight for another day. And it isn't easy. I know it isn't easy. But bit by bit, trying, and we get there. And that victory will come. So I'm going to leave that to sit and resonate with you. So have a great day. Try and switch off from your problems. Go out there, build a snowman, and you'll be okay. And if you haven't got a snowman, well, never mind, come up here. You'll find plenty of snow to play with in the north. All right, so enjoy your weekend. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.